Hey, I'm Seth with Land to House. This is a ram pump. It's a water pump that requires no fuel or electricity to operate, only flowing and falling water. Basically, for every 1 foot of fall into the pump, it will lift 7 feet out. A question has been asked, is it possible to run a small ram pump directly off the waste valve of a larger pump? Well, let's find out. So here's the setup. Down in my creek is a ram pump. It brings water way up the hill to some storage tanks, comes back down over to my garden space, which I then have an on-off valve that will bring water over here to my testing bucket. The bucket has a float valve, which will turn the water on and off as needed. A 1-inch drive pipe will come down about 3.5 feet or so of drop to a 1-inch ram pump. Now you'll notice I have added a T and a 1/2-inch line coming off of the waste valve. This is unusual. Usually we would just have a waste valve. Now keep in mind, this little increase right here reduces the head pressure. We should be fine though. So we're just going to keep this pump closed off, and we're going to follow this line down here. We're going to install this 1/2-inch pump right here, and we have somewhere around 2 to 2.5 feet of drop or head pressure. And so this pump is going to be installed right here. And we'll close that off as well, just to see if we can get this tiny pump to run off of this 1-inch pump. First thing I'm going to do is fill up my source. I bet this water is kind of gross here. I haven't flushed it in quite a while, so we may be dealing with some nice brown water. Not terrible. So that's going to fill up until the float valve shuts that water off there. Now let's step down here. Got about a 3 to 3.5 foot drop in head pressure. Now, when this valve closes, I may have to use a stick to get it started. Okay, I think we're good here. We'll wait for that bucket to finish. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. Let's open up this valve. Okay. So now we have water in here. Let's go ahead and get this one cycling by pushing down the waste valve. So basically what's happening is pressure is being built here in the tank. When enough pressure is built, it will cycle on its own, just like that. Now hopefully it's putting enough water down in here that we can run this next one. I think I'm already seeing an issue. Maybe not. I don't think it's going to go down low enough to get air. Let's find out. Okay, that one's running nice and strong. Oh, we've already got pressure. Huh. We may have some air in the line. Let's see if we can drain it. Yeah, I hear some air. I feel like the issue we're going to have with this direct drive is that air is going to be pulled into the line from the T up there. You'd have to have a bigger storage compartment to prevent air from getting into the system. We may have something going here. So that pump is running on its own, and this one up here is still running on its own. Definitely hitting hard. And this down here is still running. So yes, you can run one pump directly off of another. I was kind of skeptical, but here it is. Proof of concept that it's possible to run one bigger pump and direct drive a smaller pump off of the waste valve here. Now, if you were to try to use a 3/4 inch pump, you may not have enough water coming out of the valve to run that second pump. But with the 1 inch down to 1/2 inch, it seems to be doing okay. Now, if you were gonna do this for real, what I would suggest is that you actually have some kind of catchment tub here for all of this water, and then pull from that, so you're not directly on this tee, because there's probably a time where enough air is sucked into that 1/2 inch line that it will stop the lower pump. But anyway, proof of concept. Yes, it's possible to run one pump directly off the waste valve of another. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're looking for a ram pump to push water uphill at a ratio of about 1:7, head pressure to lift, then check out my links in the description down below, Amazon, eBay, and the Land House website. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.